Hello everyone. We're solving statics problems. Our topic, two-dimensional force systems. Our question, resolve the force R in the figure into two components along the A and B axes and find their magnitudes. Yes, we have a force R, horizontal, directed to the right, with a magnitude 800 newtons. We'll resolve this force into two components along the A and B axes. The A and B axes are not perpendicular to each other. So, we'll find these components using the parallelogram rule. R is the resultant, and FA and FB are its components. We're asked to find the magnitudes of FA and FB, and we will. To find the magnitudes of these components, we'll draw a figure. We'll create a parallelogram. Let's move the force R to point O, bring its beginning to point O, and draw a line parallel to B from its end. When we draw a parallel to B, the point where it intersects the A-axis is the end point of the A component. Let's draw that component. The starting point is point O, and this intersection point is the end point. Component A is like this. Let's obtain component B. From the end of R, we will draw a parallel line to A. The point where the line we drew parallel to A intersects the B-axis is the endpoint of the B component. The force FB is the vector drawn from O to this point. We have resolved it into its components. We have a parallelogram. This parallelogram appears to be composed of two triangles. We can find the unknowns by considering any of these triangles. Let's consider the triangle below and find its angles. 110 degrees is given. The angle to the right of 110 degrees is the interior opposite the 30 degrees above. Therefore, this angle is 30 degrees. The angle below must also be 40 degrees for the sum of the interior angles of this triangle to be 180 degrees. Now let's write the law of sines. The side opposite 110 degrees is the FA component, the side opposite 40 degrees is R itself, and the side opposite 30 degrees is the FB component. So we write FA over sine 110 equals R over sine 40 equals FB over sine 30. We find FA from the equation on the left. We find FB from the equation on the right. FA equals 1170 newtons, FB equals 622 newtons. These values we give are rounded off. In Newton, we can round off after the decimal point. We have the chance to check these values we obtained. We can check if we want. R squared is equal to FA squared plus FB squared plus 2FA FB cos 140 degrees. By substituting the values we found in the relation, we see if we can find R as 800 Newton. This relation is the relation that directly gives the magnitude of the resultant of two forces whose magnitudes and the angle between them are known. Goodbye.